Amelia, may I visit you now?
Hi, Patricia. Sure, I'll be home soon.
I got a delicious crab from my neighbor, so I'll bring it for you. It's an expensive food that I don't think you have had a chance to eat recently.
Crab?
Amelia, given your parents' financial situation, you probably haven't seen much of it, have you? It's such an expensive food.
You know I'm allergic to shellfish, right?
Oh, are you?
I've told you so many times before.
I don't remember every single thing you said.
I am allergic to shellfish. I get hives and an itchy throat. My eyelids swell and I become sick. I haven't eaten any shellfish since I was taken to the hospital by an ambulance due to an allergy. I told you about it before.
It's my first time to hear that.
Are you trying to make me suffer by giving me crab?
You shouldn't talk to me like that. I'm only trying to make you happy. I'm deeply disappointed that you see someone's kindness in such a negative manner.
Isn't it more about being mean than showing kindness?
I'm not mean to you. Jack loves crab. I just wanted to give it to him as well.
I'm allergic to shellfish, so he doesn't eat it when he's with me. I feel sorry for Jack about that, actually.
You should be sorry. I feel bad for him that he can't eat his favorite food.
I'm sorry, but he understands it for me.
Jack is a kind person. Don't be selfish just because he's kind.
I can't control my allergy, so I don't think I'm being selfish.
That's enough. Bye.
I'm sorry. Patricia, I have a question.
Oh, Amelia. It was nice to see you at your place yesterday. How are you?
I've noticed that some of my jewelry is missing.
Really? Why did you bring up this topic with me?
When you went to the bathroom yesterday, I saw you go into my bedroom.
What? Did you keep watching me when I went to the bathroom?
No, I don't mean so. I just noticed it when I moved into the kitchen to make some tea.
Oh, okay. I just wanted to ensure Jack's sleeping area is kept clean, so I just went to see it.
You stole the ring and necklace from the accessory case on the bedside rack, didn't you?
Huh? Don't you dare talk to me like that. Are you trying to treat me like a thief?
I don't want to think like that, but you're the only one who went in and out of our bedroom.
You're treating me like a thief. I'm sad to hear that. Maybe you just forgot to return them to the case after using them. Don't make it anyone's fault.
But they were definitely in there yesterday morning when cleaning up the room. They are precious accessories that he gave me. I don't wear them unless I go out with him. It's hard to imagine that I lost them.
So how can you blame me for it? You don't have any proof, do you?
No, but I couldn't think of anything else. I asked Jack about it and he said he doesn't know either.
Did you ask him about it? How could you blame both him and me for your mistake?
I'm not blaming, but Jack is also guessing it was you who took them away.
What? Did you tell him that I'm a thief?
I didn't say that. He said that he couldn't come up with any other ideas. If you have them, please give them back to me. They are very precious.
Can you just not keep saying that? Honestly, I have no clue.
Are you sure?
Of course. You're truly awful, accusing your mother-in-law of being a thief.
I didn't intend to treat you like a thief, but I'm sorry if I made you feel bad.
Amelia, do you have time now?
Yes, how are you?
I've been thinking for a while about whether to bring this up with you.
What is it?
Jack might...
What's wrong with him?
To be frank, I think he might be cheating on you.
What? Is he cheating on me?
I saw it. I saw him walking arm in arm with a woman I don't know.
What?
I thought about staying quiet, but hiding the truth might make you even sadder.
Wait, when was that?
I think it was last Wednesday. I should have taken some pictures as proofs. I was so surprised that my body froze and I couldn't even take out my phone.
Where was Jack at that time?
He stepped out of a cafe close to his office's nearby station. It made me wonder if he's sneaking off from work for some affair or something.
Why were you there?
I just happened to have lunch with my friend nearby. It was on my way home from lunch.
I see.
I couldn't believe he would cheat on you, so I decided to follow him secretly. To my surprise, I saw him go into a hotel with this woman.
To a hotel?
Yes, that's cheating, right?
If he went into a hotel, then maybe that's the case.
Amelia, what do you think?
If it really is true, I'll think about divorce.
Wow, even though it's just once?
Yes. I don't think I can accept Jack having such an affair with another woman.
Is your affection for him only to that extent?
Huh?
Ending the marriage over a single affair? Was that the extent of your love?
I believe in and love him with all my heart. That's why I find it hard to overcome the shock of betrayal.
You can't even forgive him?
Well,
if your affection for him is only to that extent, I think you should divorce him.
What?
I know it's tough for you to forgive him, even if it was just once, but I feel sorry for him. Maybe he was just curious and wanted to try it once.
But Patricia, I was just talking about it in case that actually happens.
That in case is actually happening, isn't it? I saw it with my own eyes. I saw Jack and a woman I don't even know walk into a hotel, arm in arm.
That is absolutely impossible.
Why?
Because last week he was on a business trip, and he was in California on Wednesday. He shouldn't be near the office.
Oh, but that would be an excuse for him to cheat on you.
I don't think so.
Why not?
He brought back some souvenirs from California and also showed me pictures of the places he visited during the trip. There was also a picture of him with a business partner.
Really?
Patricia, please stop lying. I'll tell this matter to Jack.
You don't have to tell him anything unnecessary. Since you've been so rude to me, I was just trying to get back at you.
Isn't it you who is always rude?
How could you talk like that to your mother-in-law? I wonder why Jack married such a rude woman.
He and I will never get divorced, no matter what happens. Don't worry.
You're really sassy. Amelia, pick up the phone. Amelia, what are you doing? I need to talk to you as soon as possible. Answer.
Hi, Patricia. I'm out right now, so I didn't notice the call.
Why are you speaking so nonchalantly?
Did something happen?
Something? You really don't know?
What?
Amelia, Jack was involved in an accident. Come to the hospital right now.
Jack had an accident? Are you sure?
How could I lie in such a situation?
But how do you know that he had an accident?
I got a call from his company.
As his wife, I should be the designated emergency contact at his company. If something happens, I'm sure they'll contact me first.
Ah, but you're out, right? Perhaps you missed the call from his company?
Huh? My husband is with me now.
What? No way! He should be at work today. You must be upset and out of your mind.
I'm not upset.
What are you talking about? Anyway, it was a serious accident. Come to the hospital right now.
Hospital?
Yes. You know UDG Hospital, right?
Yes.
I'm here. Come here now. Hurry up.
Patricia?
Hey, Amelia. What are you doing? There's been an accident involving your husband, and he's been urgently taken to the hospital. How many hours does it take you to come here?
Well, I told you I'm out of town, didn't I?
I know that, but he is in trouble. Are you going to abandon him?
I'm at UDG Hospital now.
Huh? Where are you in UDG Hospital? I don't see you here.
Where are you?
I'm waiting for you at the main entrance of UDG Hospital. You can easily find me this way.
Are you sure you are there?
Do you understand that this is an emergency? Jack had an accident. He may undergo major surgery. Aren't you worried about him? How heartless wife you are.
Patricia, I told you he was with me now.
So I'm telling you he had a serious accident, and he has been transported to this hospital. Don't you understand how serious this situation is? Anyway, please come to the waiting room right away.
It's you who doesn't seem to understand.
What? How dare you talk to me like that? Is it okay with you whatever happens to him? You should be more careful with your words.
Everything Amelia is saying is true.
What are you talking about?
It's me, Mom.
Jack?
I've been by her side the entire time.
Really?
Yes, just as she mentioned.
Oh, okay.
I've been watching the messages between you and her the whole time.
Oh, you were watching? How can she share all the messages with you? That's an invasion of privacy.
Invasion of privacy? Amelia told me everything you said. Mom, it seems you've been very mean to her.
No way, I would not be. How dare you say that to your mother?
We've been telling you she is allergic to shellfish even before we were married.
I guess I heard of it before.
And yet, what do you mean by bringing crabs?
It's because you like crabs.
And where did you take the jewelry that I gave her?
What are you talking about?
The only one who would do such a thing is you. Where did you take it?
Oh, maybe the jewelry you're talking about is what I borrowed for an overnight trip with my friends.
See? And I heard you saw me cheating on her.
What? That's...
When and with whom did I date with? You keep coming up with false stories. That's a much more serious breach of privacy. How much more do you have to bully Amelia?
Bullying?
Harassing her like this is bullying. I'll never forgive you for making my beloved wife feel so bad. I'll never let you hold your grandchild. Never come close to us again.
What? Grandchild? What do you mean by grandchild? Maybe...
Patricia, Jack took the day off work today because I'm going to be hospitalized at UDG Hospital.
Hospitalized?
I am pregnant.
What? Does that mean I'm going to have a grandchild?
My hyperemesis was really bad, and I was bleeding. So they said I had to stay in the hospital for a while. That's why we're here now, in the OBGYN ward at UDG Hospital.
Is that true? Does that mean I'm going to be a grandmother?
Yes.
I'm so happy about it. I never imagined I'd get to hold my grandson one day because of your incompetence. Amelia, please have a baby boy for us. Jack is our only son. We need a boy to be our heir.
We can't choose the gender.
Tell me the gender.
We don't know the gender of the baby yet. It's still in the early stage of pregnancy.
It's definitely a boy. I have to go shopping for the baby stuff right away. We'd better get a crib too, considering he's coming to our house. We're going to be so busy.
Patricia, you don't have to prepare anything.
What? Why not? I'm going to be a grandmother, so at least I have to prepare for my grandchild.
No, thank you. I won't let you meet my child. Jack and I will raise the child together with love and care. Oh, my parents will help us too.
Why? Why can't I see my grandchild?
Patricia, have you completely erased the memory of all the things you've put me through? Given the harassment, I'm hesitant to let you hold my grandchild because of your past actions.
That's not right. I am Jack's mother. I have enough right to hold my grandchild.
Jack says he won't let you see our child.
Huh? What do you mean?
If he lets you see me, he's worried about what you might do. There's a chance I won't be able to give birth safely, so he decided not to let you see me.
What? There's no way he would say such a thing.
What Amelia is saying is not a lie.
Jack, what do you mean?
Think about what you have done to her. I want her to live her maternity life in peace.
Live in peace?
If you harass her, she won't feel safe. I don't know what you'll do to her. Besides, you may have a negative effect on our child's education. That's why we've decided not to see you anymore.
Jack, what are you talking about? You know how much I was looking forward to the birth of my grandson.
I know that. Then why did you bully Amelia?
That's because I was not happy that she took you away from me.
I'm not a child anymore. I'm an independent man with a family. I don't want my precious family to get in trouble, so we won't see you anymore.
That's not fair. I want to hold my grandchild too.
Now you understand?
Shut up, Amelia. Let me talk to Jack.
Jack says he has nothing more to talk with you.
No kidding. Then have him understand that I have a right to see my grandchild.
I also wish that I could have done that, but I can't stand your harassment anymore.
Huh?
And I have to stay calm during pregnancy. After discussing it with Jack, we've come to the decision not to have any further contact with you.
Oh no. You also should know that how much I was looking forward to having a grandchild.
Yes, that's why you said so many mean words to me.
What?
You can't even get pregnant. Amelia, you really are a useless wife. We don't need a wife who can't have children. I can't tell you how many times you said all those things. Each time, it felt as if my heart were being torn from my chest.
Did I say those things?
Have you forgotten? I can't tell you how much it hurt me. I had reported to him every time you told me such things. I think that's why he made this decision.
I'm sorry. If I had hurt you that much, I apologize. So let me see my grandchild, please.
No way. For both Jack and me, our child is more important than our own lives. I can't let you see our baby, knowing that you are a dangerous person.
A dangerous person? I'm shocked to hear that you said such a thing to me.
You are the kind of person who lies without feeling bad. You make stories, like Jack being unfaithful, getting into an accident, and being transferred to the hospital and so on. Didn't you actually think about mocking me today for rushing to the hospital?
No.
Really? You're the kind of person who can lie about matters involving people's lives. I can't let someone like that see my baby.
That's why I'm apologizing. I'm sorry. Forgive me.
And based on Jack's idea, we moved from where we were living.
What? Why?
It's obvious, isn't it? We moved out so that you won't come over to our house. I won't tell you where we are.
Are you kidding me? Am I really unable to hold my grandchild?
Yes, right. If you ever come close to us, I will report you to the police without hesitation. So please keep that in mind.
Amelia, don't do that. I'll change my mind, so please forgive me.
I can't. I want to live my life thinking only about the birth now, so I will cut off the relationship with you.
Oh no, do not take away my joy.
Is your joy to harass me? I don't want that again. Well then, take care of yourself.
No, Amelia, I'm sorry.
After that, I successfully delivered a healthy baby boy. I went back to my parents' house for a while after the birth. Now I am back in the apartment where we moved to, living with Jack and a baby. It's not easy to raise a child, but with Jack's help, I am able to spend my time with a peaceful mind. I am very happy that Jack is a person who cares about me. Patricia keeps sending me persistent messages, asking to see and hold my baby even just once. But I ignore them all. Jack seems to be ignoring her as well. However, she's my son's grandmother, so I hope to eventually let him see her someday. Not sure how many years it will take, though.
Good evening, Kate. I'm Maria, Rick's fiancée. Can we chat now?
Nice to meet you, Maria.
I'm sorry to drop in on you like this. I wanted to get in touch with you directly, so I asked Rick to give me your WhatsApp ID.
Don't worry, my brother told me I'd be hearing from you.
What a pity we couldn't meet today.
I'm sorry. It's a dinner of both our families and I couldn't attend.
Well, it couldn't be helped. You're busy with work, aren't you?
I really wanted to be there, but I had a meeting I couldn't miss.
By the way, the reason I contacted you, I wanted to confirm something.
What is it?
Kate, I heard you only graduated from high school.
Huh? Yes.
Why didn't you go to college? Your brother Rick graduated from college. It's not like your parents didn't have money, right? Perhaps... Is it because you were not good at studying?
No, it's not like that.
I'm sure there are many reasons, but it's rare to only have a high school diploma nowadays, isn't it?
I guess so. I knew what I wanted to do. I didn't feel the need to go to college.
You may have heard about my family. Everyone in my family is highly educated. My grandparents, my parents, and of course me, all graduated from top universities.
Oh, I see.
Rick also graduated from a prestigious university, right?
Yes, he did.
Do you know what I mean?
I'm sorry, I don't understand.
Yikes! I knew you poorly educated people are slow.
Excuse me?
Well, it's okay. You'll understand in time. Well then, if you'll excuse me.
Kate, my wedding is coming up soon. Will you be there?
Of course.
You're still busy with work, right? Are you sure you'll be okay coming all the way to Paris?
Yes, I'm fine. It's your wedding. No matter how busy I am, I'll come.
Thank you, Kate. Ever since we decided to get married, I've been indebted to you for everything.
That's not true. It's just...
Yes?
You said you sent plane tickets to Paris to every guest to the wedding, right?
Yeah, I think we already made the flight and hotel arrangements.
Actually, I made my own arrangements for both.
What?
It looks like Mom and Dad got their tickets, but for some reason I didn't get them. Also, Seems like no hotel reservations for me either.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Sorry. Maria said she'd take care of all the flight and hotel arrangements. I left it completely to her.
It's okay. I wish I'd known sooner, but I've been so busy with work that I forgot all about it.
Still, it's strange, isn't it? Did Maria misunderstand that you weren't coming?
I thought I replied the RSVP that I'm coming. Maria must have not wanted me to come.
That's not true. Maria said she was looking forward to meeting you.
Is that so?
What's up? Is there something that's bugging you?
No, it's nothing.
Well, it seems Maria was contacting you the other day. Did she say anything to you then?
She seemed to be concerned about my academic background.
Academic background?
She said it's rare to only have a high school diploma nowadays.
What's that? What do you mean?
I don't really understand either. I'll try not to worry too much about it. Anyway, I got a hotel and a plane. I'm looking forward to the day of the wedding.
That's great.
I'll have to go separately from Mom and Dad, though.
Are you going to be on time for the wedding?
The flight arrives in the morning of the day, so it'll be last minute. It's going to be a little hectic, but I've been to Paris many times for work, and I'm used to getting around the city, so I'll be fine.
I see. Unlike me, you go abroad all the time, but you'll have to let me cover the expenses. I'm really sorry for making you arrange it yourself.
That's okay, no big deal.
No way. I'm putting a burden on you. I suck as a brother.
Don't sweat it. Anyway, it's been 2 years since I've seen you.
That's right.
I've been away for work. I even missed the dinner with Maria's family.
Don't worry about it. Her parents understand why you are so busy.
When I see them on the wedding day, I'll make sure to greet them politely.
Great. Can't wait to see you.
Hi, Kate. I heard from Rick that you arranged your own flight and hotel. Yes, I guess there was some kind of mistake and mine wasn't booked. But I'm glad I made it in time. I just arrived at the venue. Oh, you really came to the venue? Yes, I did. You shocked me. What? What brings you to Paris for a wedding? Wait, what? To celebrate Rick and your marriage. The only people I invited to the wedding this time are family members. I know. That's why I, as Rick's sister, will be participating in the ceremony. As I'm saying, I told you that only family members were invited. Yes? We didn't even invite our friends this time. How dare you try to join my family? Are you trying to say I'm not family? You know, I think I told you before. We come from a highly educated family. If you, a mere high school graduate, came into our family like that, you'd be overwhelmed. Really? You'd lower my family's prestige. I see. A college graduate and a high school graduate are different kinds of people. I mean, you're a stranger. You're the only one I didn't invite for today. Are you saying that only my plane ticket and hotel weren't prepared? I just wasn't planning to prepare them from the beginning. I can't believe that you would arrange by yourself and even come to Paris. It's beyond me. Oh, I knew it. Maybe because you only graduated from high school and didn't study properly, you haven't learned any common sense. With such an insane sister, even Rick would want nothing to do with you. Excuse me? Are you saying that my brother thinks the same way as you? That I'm not family? Of course! When he proposed to me, he said, "You are the most important person in my life." In other words, you are no longer important to him, right? Just leave us alone. No, that's... That's a really twisted interpretation of his proposal, don't you think? I've never heard such things as cutting off siblings just because you got married.
Shut up! Anyway, you are a stranger. Of course, we didn't even save a seat for you. Please go back to LA as soon as possible.
Okay, fine. From now on, we're strangers, right?
Yep. That's what I've been saying for a while now.
I see. Well, then, since I've come all the way to Paris, I'll do a little work and go home.
What? Work? Oh, you mean you'll go back to your hotel and work remotely? You're still a workaholic, aren't you?
I'm not working remotely.
What?
I'm done with you. Goodbye.
Maria, I can't see you at all. Where are you now? I got a call from the airport that you've arrived, and you're already at the ceremony, right?
Rick, I'm sorry, but I probably won't be able to attend the wedding.
Why? Don't tell me you had an accident on the way here.
I went to the ceremony, but there was no seat for me.
What? But you came all the way to Paris. How come? I mean, what do you mean there was no seat for you?
Have you heard anything from Maria yet?
What about her?
Maria didn't arrange my flight and hotel. She didn't want me to come from the beginning.
What the heck?
She said I'm not family. I'm a stranger.
What the hell is that? She doesn't consider you as family?
I guess so. She told me to go back to LA as soon as possible.
But you are my sister.
I've come all the way to Paris, so I'm going to work and go home. Ask Maria about the details, and then you yourself can decide what you want to do in the future.
Got it. I have no idea what's going on, but anyway, I'll ask Maria. Maria, what are you doing now?
I'm in the waiting room putting the finishing touches on my makeup. I hope you're looking forward to seeing me in my wedding dress.
I have a question for you.
What is it?
I just got off the phone with Kate. Kate said she won't be attending the ceremony.
Oh, that? She's so out of line.
What?
I already said from the beginning that today's ceremony is only for family. I can't believe she went to the trouble of arranging her own flight and hotel and came all the way to Paris even though she wasn't invited. Well, I made it clear that I didn't want her to attend, so there's no seat for her when she comes. She seriously has no common sense to try to attend the ceremony when she's not even family.
Which one of you has no common sense?
What do you mean?
Kate is my sister. What the hell were you thinking, making my sister absent without my permission?
It's because Kate isn't family.
Why do you insist that Kate isn't family?
Because Kate only graduated from high school. Everyone in my family is highly educated. Even you graduated from a top university. I can't accept Kate as a member of our family.
You sent Kate home for such a stupid reason? What's wrong with a high school graduate? Is education really that important?
After all, education is everything, right? A high school graduate is so stupid, I don't believe we're the same level. That's why it's a good thing you cut Kate off, Rick.
What the heck? I don't remember cutting myself off from Kate.
Because you told me that I'm the most important person in the world to you. In other words, Kate is not important to you, right?
You are crazy to interpret it that way.
What? You're kidding me.
I'm disappointed you twisted my proposal in such a way.
Maria,
you've done a terrible thing.
What do you mean?
I'll be in touch soon.
Rick? Hey, Rick! It's already past the ceremony time. Where did you go?
And I can't find my relatives anywhere.
They're gathered in the lobby with me and my relatives
What? Why?
to discuss.
Discuss?
Maria, cancel the wedding.
What?
We're breaking off the engagement.
What?
I have both parents look at the WhatsApp together just now. They all agreed with my decision.
Why?
You don't know why?
I have to hear the reasons to be convinced.
Because you tried to exclude my sister, my precious family member, from the wedding today.
What do you mean?
Disrespecting people based on their educational background is disgusting. My parents and your parents, they all thought the same way I did.
What the heck? You're saying it's okay to have a high school graduate in the family?
You still say that?
Besides, we came all the way to Paris to get married at a fancy place. If a low-educated person from the bottom of the hierarchy participates, the ceremony will be tainted.
You really are beyond repair to insult Kate like that.
Because it's the truth. I mean, she didn't have to come all the way to Paris if she doesn't have any money. She must have been craving for Paris.
I told you this before. The reason we were able to rent this wedding hall at a lower price than usual is thanks to Kate.
Wait, what?
You do indeed know that Kate runs an apparel company, right?
What? Kate is the CEO of the company?
Didn't you listen to me at all?
Because Kate graduated from high school. I thought she was working for a small company for minimum wages.
Enough of that prejudice. Your imagination is effed up. Kate graduated high school and started her own business. She's making many times what I'm making now.
You're kidding!
Kate leaves the domestic stores to her employees, travels the world on her own to search for suppliers. Paris is no exception. Thanks to the connections she made, she was able to get us this wedding venue at a discount, since we're Kate's relatives.
Huh?
You know, the reason we decided to have the wedding in Paris in the first place. You insisted on getting married abroad.
I
want to go to Europe for our honeymoon. I want to have the wedding in Europe. That's what you said, right? But I've hardly ever been overseas. I talked to Kate about it, and she was willing to help me find a place for the wedding. But you kicked Kate out of the wedding.
Rick?
So of course, the ceremony's cancelled. And I'll have to cancel our engagement as well.
Wait a minute. We came all the way to Paris and you're canceling the ceremony?
Of course. How can I have a wedding if I'm not going to marry you?
I'm not breaking off our engagement for sure. You told me that I was the most important thing in the world to you. Were those words a lie?
I didn't know your true nature at the time, but now I do. I won't marry someone who makes fun of my precious sister.
It's not my fault. I didn't know Kate was the CEO.
If she wasn't the CEO, would it be okay to make fun of her because of her education?
Wait, let's discuss this properly between the two of us.
I'm sorry, but I don't want to see your face right now. We'll have a proper discussion once we're in LA.
Oh no.
I'm going to arrange separate accommodations for you and me. We'll stay separately until we get back to LA.
Huh? We're not staying in the same hotel?
I don't want to be in the same room.
We're going to be husband and wife, and it's terrible to be separated.
We're not going to be a couple. Okay then.
Oh no, wait!
I'm not waiting.
Rick!
Goodbye.
Kate, please, come back to the ceremony now. You can attend the ceremony. If you don't, he'll break off the engagement. I'll treat you as one of my family members. That way, everything will be all right, and today's wedding won't have to be cancelled. Kate!
Kate, I've called off the wedding.
I see. You called it off after all. Did Maria agree?
She didn't understand the cost and seemed unhappy about it, but I got both parents to agree to call off the engagement.
I see.
Everyone was shocked. Maria's parents never looked down on anyone because of their education. I don't know why she turned out the way she did.
I know. I never thought she'd harass me like that for having a high school diploma.
Well, Maria's mother said Maria got into a famous university, but her job hunting didn't go well, and she couldn't get the job she wanted. I think she's just clinging to her academic background.
I see. That's why she got so mad and made fun of me?
I'm really sorry. You came all the way to Paris and she made you feel terrible.
Well, it's just like I came here to work as well. Don't worry about it, Rick.
You're still a very active CEO.
Oh, wait a minute. I just noticed. I'm getting endless messages from Maria.
What's she saying?
She wants me to come back to the wedding.
Damn, she's not giving up.
It's like she thinks it'll all go away if I go to the wedding.
Sorry, you don't have to deal with her anymore. You can block her if you want. The engagement will be officially called off when I get back to LA, but you don't need to be involved with Maria anymore.
Okay, I'll do that. Oh, I wonder if you'll need a lawyer to break off the engagement?
Well, it's going to be very complicated. I think I should have a lawyer come in between us.
Want me to introduce someone through my company's legal counsel?
That will be helpful. Can I ask you to do that?
Okay, I'll call them later.
Thank you very much. By the way, Kate, are you free tonight? I was wondering if you'd like to have dinner with Mom and Dad.
Sure. It's nice to get together as a family for the first time in a while.
Okay, I'll call you later.
Okay. While I was in Paris, Maria contacted me several times. I ignored it as my brother told me to. She was too persistent, so I blocked her. After returning to LA, my brother and Maria broke off their engagement. It seems that there was some discussion about compensation fee and so on. In the end, it was decided that Maria would pay all the expenses for the wedding. Even so, Maria was not satisfied. She stormed into Rick's workplace, going AWOL from work. She came at him like a demon, demanding that they get back together. The police were immediately called and she was taken care of by the police. Eventually, Maria was fired from her job. She became emotionally unstable, withdrew to her parents' house, and began a life of shut-in. However, her parents soon kicked her out. She now lives in a small, shabby apartment and working part-time jobs to make ends meet. As for me, there was a man I started dating around the time Rick's marriage was finalized. He finally proposed to me the other day. My parents, as well as my brother, are as happy about my marriage as if it were their own. Until now, my life has been centered around work. From now on, I would like to spend more time with my family.
Hey, Susan. How many days has it been since you started ignoring me? Come to think of it, you've been ignoring me since after Mom's funeral. How long are you going to keep that attitude up? Anyway, the bereavement leave I applied for with the company is over today. I'll be back to work as usual tomorrow. Good night. Hey, bro. It's been a week.
Good morning, Tyler. Why did you call me bro? I don't like that. Just call me by my name.
Okay. What a pain in the ass. Hey, Kevin. You didn't get fired?
Huh? What are you talking about? I was on bereavement leave for the past week, so there's nothing wrong with that.
Oh, really? Come to think of it, you don't have a father and you're the only child, right?
So?
I don't mean to be indelicate, but I heard your mom made a lot of money, so I thought you might have inherited a lot.
That's not for you to ask, and I'm not going to tell you.
What? Don't be petty.
Hey, if you say another word, I'll kick your ass.
Oh, scary.
Let's get to work. See you later.
Susan, I'm texting from work.
Hi, my darling Tyler.
I just talked to your husband. He's in a really bad mood.
Well, that can't be helped, can it? His mother, who was his only living relative, passed away. And after her funeral, his wife is suddenly ignoring him. And I'm sure he has no idea why.
Oh, that's harsh.
What? You told me to do it, didn't you? You said while Kevin is mentally weak, we should slowly push him into a corner and make him lose his ability to make normal decisions. And by the time the mourning period is over in a year, Kevin will say he wants a divorce.
Haha, that's right.
By the way, what are you doing today?
I've got some urgent documents to prepare, so I'll finish them in the morning. And then I'll be out and about first thing in the afternoon. So how about around 2 to 3:30 p.m.?
Okay, handsome. Well, good luck with your work, honey.
Thanks. I'll see you later, babe.
At the memorial service, I thought we could talk for the first time in a while, even just a little. But you're wearing a face mask and pretending that you have a cold that's making you lose your voice. I'm sure there's a reason you don't want to talk to me that badly. But if you don't talk to me, I won't know what's going on. Nothing gets resolved. If you think that I should realize what's going on without you telling me, I'm really not good at guessing that kind of thing. If you still want to continue ignoring me, go ahead. I'll just move on my own.
Hey, Kevin, you've been... No, that shouldn't be happening.
What?
You've been bringing your own lunch for the past month or so, haven't you? Until now, you always ate at the company cafeteria, ate out, or bought food at convenience stores.
Oh, yeah. Since my mother passed away, I realized I was starving for homemade taste.
Homemade taste.
After much thought, I decided to bring my own lunch. It's also a way to save money on food.
Well, you're pretty good at making your lunch.
Yeah? If someone who cooks regularly makes lunch, this is as good as it can be.
Oh, someone who cooks regularly. Hey, Susan.
What is it, darling?
How are things with Kevin? How is he at home?
Huh? How is Kevin? I wonder. I told you this before, but after the memorial service, he seems to have become defiant. He sends me texts once in a while, but he just talks about some errands and that's it. I'm still ignoring him completely. In short, it's like in-house separation, so we don't know how each other's lives are going on.
He's been bringing his own lunchbox to work for the past month or so.
Oh, really?
He used to eat at the company cafeteria, eat out, or buy food at convenience stores.
Oh, really?
You don't know anything about that?
No, I don't know.
I see.
What's wrong?
No, it's nothing.
Anyway, Tyler, do you have a chance to come out of your office today?
Yeah, I do. But I'll be with my coworker.
Oh, really?
I've been notified that due to a major personnel change coming up in a little while, I'll be reassigned to a different area for sales.
Personnel change?
I don't know who it is yet, but there's a guy who's going to be transferred overseas. Because of that, the whole sales department has been restless for the last week or so. I have to be back at the office in about 2 hours today, and my schedule is pretty full.
I see. Well then, it can't be helped, huh?
I'll text you when I'm free. Sorry about that.
Okay, see you later, handsome. Hey, Tyler. I haven't seen you at all recently. What's going on?
Hi, Susan.
Since you were talking about the reassignment of your area, we've been seeing each other less and less. I haven't seen you this month. Tyler?
Because of the reassignment, I have very few clients.
Huh?
Now, I'm mostly working in-house 4 days a week, doing mainly clerical work. Even if I can go out, someone is accompanying me or I have to come back in a short time. What's more, our new company policy requires me to carry a mobile device with GPS app installed whenever I go out of the office. So now, it's impossible to make time-consuming detours.
Oh no.
How about we meet on my days off?
Kevin will be at home. Even though I'm ignoring him all the time, he's still at home. So if he were to follow me, we can't do anything that would reveal our relationship.
That's true. Even if we get a big sum of money as a divorce settlement, we don't want it to be taken away by compensation.
I know. Oh, I miss you.
Me too. Susan, good news.
Tyler, what is it?
I'm going on a business trip to New York by myself from Wednesday to Friday of the week after next.
What? That means...
Let's go together, babe. I'll miss you while I'm working over there, but I'm free to do whatever I want at night. Let's make love till morning after a long time in New York.
Yay!
Oh, that's right. During this business trip, my favorite detective drama will be aired. I'd be happy if you could give me TV priority for the time this drama is on.
Oh, that's such a trivial thing. Sure, let's watch it together.
Thanks.
Oh, I was cheated. Seriously? What are you going to do? All the ignoring I've done up to now is in vain.
That's my line, you know. I'm surprised too. How could I know? How could I know that the money a spouse gets from an inheritance is not subject to property division in a divorce? And the person who leaves gets not a penny. I never thought I would find out about this in a detective drama I was looking forward to watching.
Then, I'm better off not getting divorced. If this is the case, I shouldn't have ignored Kevin so much. I shouldn't have done something to make him distrust me. It's your fault, you know.
What the hell? You say you were ignoring Kevin all the time, but weren't you making lunch for him so that he won't hate you?
What? What are you talking about? Are you talking about what you said before about Kevin bringing his lunchbox to the office?
Actually, I've had my suspicions ever since then. You're not seriously planning on getting a divorce, are you?
Huh? If I didn't want to get a divorce, I wouldn't have ignored him all the time.
Then what's with that lunchbox?
Kevin just made it himself.
Huh? He's a man and he cooks?
Huh? Don't tell me, Tyler. Are you the type to say that housework is for women?
Huh? That's the common sense of the world.
What? You seriously have such an outdated way of thinking.
Huh?
Enough already. Let's break up.
What?
Because we found out that divorce won't bring in a lot of money. If that's the case, I'm a full-time housewife, so I don't want to get divorced. I should break up with you before Kevin finds out about our relationship, so I don't have to pay compensation, right?
Well, that's true. I'm feeling super down. I think we're done.
Well then, don't forget to delete my contact information and text messages.
I know.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Hey, bro.
What's with that again?
What do you think you're doing, demanding compensation from me?
There's only one reason.
What?
Don't tell me you don't have any idea or that you have amnesia or something like that. I've spent about 6 months gathering evidence.
What?
Tyler, you were having an affair with my wife Susan. By the time I started my investigation, you'd been seeing each other less and less. And apparently, you guys had a fight and broke up recently. The relationship itself has been going on ever since you met Susan at our company-sponsored barbecue 2 years ago. I've found out that you've been seeing each other quite frequently.
I can't believe you found out that much.
Now, I think you know why I'm charging you compensation. I'd like you to communicate with my lawyer regarding compensation and other matters related to your infidelity.
Damn, I broke up with her before you found out, but you had already found out.
On that note, I also found out that you and Susan had been going to a hotel many times while you pretended to be on sales on-site visits, and that you took Susan on a business trip to New York last month. I reported it to your company.
What?
I'm sure you'll get a call from upper management sooner or later. I recommend that you just go along with the punishment they decide.
No way.
Hey, Kevin. Can't we make up soon? We haven't talked in about a year. You know, I had a good reason for ignoring you. You lost your mother, and I wasn't sure how to deal with you. I didn't know what to do. I lost the timing and time flew.
Oh, I got a text from someone unusual.
Oh, Kevin.
It's been a year since you started ignoring me. I thought you might have noticed the divorce papers on the living room table and contacted me.
What? Why divorce papers?
You don't get it?
What do you mean?
By the looks of it, you're not in touch with Tyler anymore.
What?
Well, I did confirm that you broke up after you returned from New York.
You found out?
Yeah, long time ago.
How did you?
I was very careful not to get caught. It was about 6 months ago. I got sick and had to leave work early, and I saw you guys walking arm in arm.
What?
From there, I hired a detective and did some research on my own, and here we are.
That's...
So, I'll talk to you about divorce and compensation through my lawyer. My lawyer's business card is there with the divorce papers.
Wait, let's talk face to face. We've only seen each other a few times in a year, and we haven't talked once.
Actually, I'm in Australia right now.
Australia?
I just arrived yesterday.
Why Australia?
I got an overseas assignment and I'll probably be living here for the next 20 years.
What? Could it be the big personnel change that Tyler was talking about?
Oh, if you're referring to the hecticness in sales department with all the reassignments and such, you're talking about me. I really wanted to work it out to the point where I could file for divorce before coming to Australia. But I was able to convince the company to wait until after the first anniversary of my mother's passing before I arrived in Australia.
Oh, by the way, the first anniversary of your mother's death?
We had a memorial service about 10 days ago.
I didn't hear anything about that.
Oh, I purposely didn't tell you.
Why?
Because I knew you were after the inheritance I inherited from Mom. So I didn't want you to be at the memorial service on her first anniversary.
You knew that too?
That's all I have to tell you. You'll have to go through my lawyer from now on.
Oh, wait.
Goodbye forever.
What? Oh no. Oh no, come back. I've been a full-time housewife all my life, and you're demanding compensation from me and a divorce? I don't want that. Kevin!
I left the rest to my lawyer and managed to get a divorce. As for the compensation, Susan and Tyler asked to pay in installments. But I could see that they would evade payment sooner or later, so I requested a lump sum payment. I don't know how they managed to come up with the money, but the compensation was transferred to me shortly after. Also, as for the present situation of each of these two, Tyler has been laid off from his company, and his parents have cut ties with him as well. He is now living off his part-time job while paying back his debts. Susan, on the other hand, she has been seen walking around downtown at night, dressed in flashy clothes, with a different man every night. Rumors persist that she is in some kind of a shady business, so nobody is in contact with her, not even her own family members.
Mary, are you okay? I just got a call from someone at your work. I heard you collapsed at work and were rushed to the emergency room.
Henry, I'm sorry for worrying you. I have calmed down. I have settled down now. I'm going to be in the hospital for a few days from today, but...
What? I'll check with the company to see if I can return home right away.
Wait, that's not necessary. It's no big deal. Don't worry about me.
Of course I'd worry if I heard my wife had fallen ill. If I wasn't on overseas assignment, I'd rush to the hospital right away. Did you find out why you collapsed?
I am malnourished.
What?
I didn't have any money. Lately, I have only been eating one meal a day. I was only eating school lunches because I work at a daycare. But when I don't have work, I don't have anything to eat.
What are you saying? You have to eat right. You don't have to save money in the first place.
My salary of $1,000 per month was not enough to live on.
What? Your salary alone?
Since you've been deployed overseas, I only have my salary, right? That's why I'm having a hard time making ends meet.
What?
I can't live without you sending me money, and I'm at my limit. And I borrowed $70,000.
What are you talking about? You get $3,500 every month from me, right?
What? I don't get it.
No, I send you money every month. I mean, we talked about the money I'd send you. I told you about it before I left the US, didn't I?
I was receiving it for the first few months, but the transfer stopped halfway through.
Huh? I'm pretty sure I've been sending you money every month.
Oh, is that right?
Maybe you haven't checked our account book properly?
I don't have the cash card with me.
What?
I gave it to Lisa.
Come on, it's not something you'd give to her daughter.
Lisa quit her job and said she was in need of money. So I decided to leave the cash card with her until she finds another job. My salary is deposited into another account. I just thought it would be a good idea for a little while.
What if she misuses it?
Lisa is not the kind of girl who would do something like that.
But
Lisa was harassed at work. That's why she quit her job and came back.
I know that. But ever since she was a child, she was so selfish and hard to deal with. In my view, I thought that she would finally be independent when she got the job. But to see her quit her job after only a year and come back to her parents' house is disappointing.
Don't blame her. She's still suffering from the emotional scars.
But she can at least get a part-time job, right? Staying at home, living off her parents. What's she thinking?
She doesn't stay in all day. She goes out with her friends sometimes.
What? If she has the energy to go out, she can work.
But when she tries to find a job, it reminds her of her trauma at her last job. If going out helps her recover, I'm willing to give her a gentle nudge if that's what it takes.
But it's not really a kindness to listen to whatever she says. You have to be a better parent.
Even if you say that,
Lisa is the product of years of fertility treatment. I understand why you want to take good care of her. But if things continue as they are, Lisa will become a complete failure.
I wonder.
If I were in the US, I could lecture her on a regular basis. Well, things are getting tricky.
I can't work while I'm in the hospital, and I don't know what my salary will be next month.
Lisa has the bank book. I'm sure she's using the money I've sent too.
When I asked Lisa about it, she said she never got any money. I believed her.
I did indeed transfer the money. So what do you mean you borrowed 7 million yen?
I'm sorry. I'm having a hard time making ends meet.
Then what about the savings in my account? I told you that you could use it if you needed anything, and I gave you my bank book and the card, didn't I?
I spent it on living expenses, so it's almost gone.
Why didn't you consult me sooner?
You're busy working abroad. I didn't want to cause you unnecessary worry.
Let's put the debt aside for now. We need to talk to Lisa first.
Please, don't talk to her in a harsh way. She's just starting to get better.
Lisa is already 23 years old. It's not good for her to be pampered like this.
But...
Don't worry, I'll watch my language. I promise I won't be overly aggressive.
Okay, I'll leave it to you.
Anyway, you get some rest now.
Thank you.
Lisa, I need to talk to you.
Oh, Dad, you're just in time. I heard Mom had collapsed at work earlier.
If you knew, why didn't you call me? The guy from Mom's office went out of his way to call me overseas.
Because I'm pissed off.
Huh?
She is a mother and she's in the hospital and she doesn't even do her house chores. I wonder what she's thinking.
Aren't you worried about your mother? She collapsed from malnutrition, you know.
You're right. I'm worried about her. She can't feed me when she's in the hospital. I might collapse too, you know.
Stop worrying about yourself and take care of her. You're an adult. You can at least cook for yourself.
Oh well, I had extra income yesterday. I think I'll go out for dinner with friends tonight.
You mean the extra money that I transferred yesterday, right? You must have spent it after all.
Oh, did you find out?
Why did you take her bank book?
Don't make it sound like I'm a thief. Right after I came home, you got assigned to work overseas, right? And I happened to hear that you were talking about how you were going to make ends meet. I found out about the bank book that you'd send money to.
In other words, you knew about the money and took it from your mother. You took the bank book from your mother and kept it for yourself?
I didn't take it from her. When I told her that I was in trouble because my bank book only had a penny, she gave me the bank book.
Now give it back to your mother. The money I kept transferring wasn't for you.
No, I can't live on the allowance she gives me.
Wait, you get an allowance from Mom?
I get $600 every month.
Since when?
Ever since I came home. At first it was $300, but recently that isn't enough, so she increased the amount.
No wonder she's down.
I was deeply scarred at my last job. If you're a parent, you should be a little more forgiving.
It's been a year. I'm sure you've had enough rest.
Wow, how antiquated. This is the 21st century. Do you get it?
You can't be 23 years old and still not work and stay at home. That's unforgivable in any era.
That's terrible. Even though I have a mental illness?
What? Did you go to the hospital for a diagnosis?
No, I didn't. I found a website where you can check your mental illness. So I tried it out. And it turns out I have depression.
Why would I believe such a story?
She believed it.
Oh, I'll have to explain to your mother that you're faking it.
It's not a fake illness.
Anyway, you get out of my house. Don't give your parents any more trouble.
Are you kidding me? You're kicking out your precious daughter?
I'm serious. Don't depend on your mom forever. Be independent.
But she wants to live with me.
That's just what you think.
No, she can't leave me.
Why?
Once before, I asked her to increase my allowance to $1,000. She said she couldn't do it because it would make life too hard. I got so pissed off, I pretended to jump out of the upstairs window. Then she got upset. She pleaded with me saying, I can't increase your allowance, but I will continue to take care of you. She begged me not to do anything stupid.
Did you actually do that?
Yup, I won. She is at my beck and call.
You're the worst.
She was always so soft on me in the first place. She'd buy me anything I begged for.
What?
Even when I was in school, when I complained to her that my allowance was too small, she gave me extra money right away.
I always told her not to spoil you like that. I've been telling her for a long time. I can't believe she was doing that behind my back.
It's your fault. You were hardly ever home just because you were busy with work. If you want to hate her, hate yourself.
I'm getting a headache.
And you're already over 60 and you're working so hard for me. Parents who can't let go of their children are so convenient.
You mean she was forcing herself? I'm sure she said she was continuing to work as a child care worker because she loves children.
That's a lie. She was really just working to give me an allowance. She used to send me money after I got a job.
I should have talked to your mom more about raising kids. It's all my fault.
It's too late for regrets.
Anyway, I want you to know, I'll do whatever it takes to get you out of the house. Of course, I'll talk to your mother.
What about the debt?
Mom told me about it. Is it $70,000, right? You're the one who made it difficult for us to make ends meet and got us into debt. I'll have you pay the debt from now on.
No, the debt was in your name and I borrowed it. So you're the only one who has to repay it.
What?
I borrowed it in your name out of necessity.
You borrowed the money and you used my name without permission?
I don't have a job, so I can't get approved.
What have you done? Using your parents' name without permission?
You guys raised me in the first place, didn't you?
We didn't raise you very well.
Then take responsibility and support me for the rest of my life. And of course, pay off my debt.
I'll be moving back there soon. I'll be back soon and we'll have a talk with your mother.
I don't think it's worth it, but you can do whatever you want. Bye. Dad, I have a favor to ask you. Can you lend me some money to live on?
Yes?
Because you stopped sending money. And I don't even get an allowance because Mom's not here.
I'm so dumbfounded. You're still talking like that?
She is in the hospital, so it's only natural that I depend on you.
I don't have any money to give you.
What a cheapskate. You were transferring $3,500 every month.
That's what I gave your mother.
You can't say that. If anything happens to me, she will cry. She's in the hospital and she's weak. If she hears I'm dead, what would happen to her? Maybe she'll go crazy and die too.
She is already out of the hospital.
What are you talking about? She isn't home yet. She's supposed to be at the hospital.
She's right next to me.
What?
I can't believe you exploited her until she became this skinny. I wish I'd known sooner.
What do you mean? I don't understand.
She must have been at her limit. She left the US right after she got out of the hospital. She came to me.
Wait a minute. What about the money? I have the bank card too, so there's no way she can go overseas.
I gave her some money as living expense.
How?
I had her open a new account and transferred about $20,000.
Huh?
When she fell ill, I really wanted to go back home right away, but I couldn't go home right away because of my work. I gave her some money so that she could have a decent life.
It's not fair that she got $20,000. Give me some of that too.
Of course I'm not giving it to you.
She's a terrible mother. How can you be a parent and leave your child?
Spending your parents' money as you please. I don't want you as my child, who spends her parents' money and then borrows money in her father's name without asking permission.
Shut up!
At first, your mother said she was the one who borrowed money because she was having a hard time making ends meet. You know why?
When I told her about the debt, she said she'd take care of it, so you were going to pay it off for her, right?
But she changed her mind.
Why? She was so protective of me.
You haven't visited your mother since she was in the hospital, right?
I haven't.
So she realized you were just a money-grubbing bitch to her. Well, it's a little late for that, but I'm glad she woke up.
The only reason I didn't visit her is because I was a little busy. It's strange that she shuns me just because of that.
Busy? You got nothing but time on your hands.
And I was worried about her.
I don't think you're worried about her because you don't even know when she's getting out of the hospital.
But a parent shouldn't abandon their daughter just because of that.
The one who's been squeezing money out of their parents all this time is questionable in my opinion.
Then what should I do about the debt?
The debt is yours to pay.
You are the owner of the account. There's nothing you can say now.
I called the finance company. I've already explained to them that my name was used without permission.
So what? The name in the account will never change.
I've consulted a lawyer. If a handwriting analysis proves that it's a fabrication, he said it's possible to deny repayment.
You're lying.
Mom hasn't repaid a penny of the debt yet. I'm going to make you pay back all $70 plus interest. You need to work hard and pay off your debts.
I'm deeply traumatized because of the harassment. I can't work.
Do you call it a harassment because they got mad at you for being AWOL?
How do you know that?
You had a classmate from college at that company, didn't you?
Don't tell me you went to the trouble of checking with my classmate.
I didn't think I could trust your story alone. I had to call her.
Don't do anything you don't have to.
You've been absent from work without notice because you were tired or something.
I don't remember.
Don't play dumb. When your boss warned you about it, you got angry and slapped a resignation letter on him. This is the real reason why you resigned, isn't it?
I do feel bad that I didn't call in to work, but I thought it was too antiquated to lecture me that way.
It's natural to be hard on someone who skipped work. It's not antiquated or anything.
Anyway, I'll call Mom now.
That won't help.
I don't know about that. If she hears her daughter's voice, she'll help me out right away.
You can't get in touch with your mother.
Huh? Why not?
Because Mom switched phones.
What phone number?
She got a new phone number, new WhatsApp account, new everything.
You're kidding.
So that she can't change her mind. She said she made up her mind to cut off all contact from you. Mom said that.
Hey, is she there right now?
Yes, but...
Then tell her. Are you willing to call off my marriage over something as silly as this? I mean...
Oh, you're getting married to someone, aren't you?
That's right. It's not funny that my marriage is going to be canceled because of my parents. Tell her to get off her ass and help me.
$70,000 in debt and $3,500 in living expenses. And with the $600 allowance your mother gave you, to pay him off, didn't you? Your mother told me everything.
That's right. He runs a company. He was having financial difficulties from time to time. I was helping him out.
Isn't that strange?
Sales have been down recently due to the recession, but he's working really hard.
But I don't understand why you're giving him money.
I'm his future wife. I'm supposed to support him. Besides, I want to have a wedding. He's the president of a company, so it has to be a respectable wedding.
And you're borrowing money in your father's name?
Isn't it normal for parents to pay for the wedding?
Well, I guess there are families like that.
So, if you see the debt as a wedding money for the daughter, it's not strange for the father to repay the debt.
Is that man really the president of the company?
What are you talking about? I got his business card.
You can fake any number of business cards. Maybe you're being scammed.
Of course not.
When was the last time you saw him?
Well, he said he's been busy with work lately, so I haven't seen him at all. I've tried calling him, but he hasn't picked up. My messages might be unread.
If he stops contacting you, you're about to find out. There's a good chance he ran away.
You're lying.
I am amazed how dumb you are, and you are my daughter. Didn't you notice something was wrong when he asked for money?
I was surprised at first. He's very kind to me, and he's handsome. He didn't seem like a con man to me.
You must hate yourself for not having a good eye for men.
Hey, I'm a victim too. You will help me pay off my debt, right?
No way. You'll work and pay it all back.
I can't. I don't have a job right now.
Then why don't you start looking for a job now? If you work every day without a break, you'll be able to pay off your debt.
If I work that hard, I won't have time to hang out.
I don't care. You'll also have to pay back all the money you spent on living expenses.
Wait a minute. You aren't in financial trouble. You don't have to make me pay the full amount.
What are you talking about? It's a debt you owe, so you're responsible for paying it back in full.
Of course not.
By the way, I'm planning to sell the house, so get the hell out of there and find an apartment.
What? That's too fast a turn of events.
You're not going to be sorry unless I go this far, are you?
That's terrible. You're abandoning your own daughter?
In order to make you independent, I'm going to have to push you away.
Help me. I'll be a good girl from now on.
What's a 23-year-old good girl saying? If you want to be a good girl, work hard and atone for your sins.
Oh no!
My daughter Lisa has been disowned by me and my wife. She has started to work part-time as a live-in worker to make a living. As for the swindler who cheated Lisa, we consulted the police. As a result of the investigation, the culprit was identified. The culprit was arrested without incident, but the money was not returned. Lisa is now desperately paying back her debts with the salary she earns from her part-time job. Lisa is now living on the edge. At first, my wife was worried about our daughter. However, she seems to have been able to detach herself from her daughter by keeping a physical distance from her. Recently, she has taken up dancing as a hobby. I am relieved. It is my responsibility as a parent that my daughter has become like this. I will continue to watch over her from afar and hope that she will grow up to be a decent adult. I would like to live a peaceful life with my wife.
Thank you for watching. Please rate the video and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.